fact, let me tell you something very interesting. One of Imran Hosein's supporters contacted me in 2007, and I think that he was actually one of his relatives, but he told me he was one of his supporters, but he looked a lot like him, so he may have been one of his relatives. And he contacted me in 2007 when I was publishing my book about the Ya'juj and Ma'juj. The Ya'juj and Ma'juj are Zionist Jews, and he tried to make me censor the anti-Shia parts of my book, and he said that he will publish my book himself worldwide and make it very famous if I agree with some of his demands, which I of course refused. And he was trying to make me become more pro-Shia and to make me to stop me from saying anything against the Shias ever again. But of course I did the exact opposite when I started uploading videos on the internet about a year later. This is why 2 years after I wrote my book about the Ya'juj and Ma'juj, Imran Hosein all of a sudden published a book about the Gog and Magog, about the Ya'juj and Ma'juj, but also in his book he praised Shia Iran at the same time. And his book was actually made very famous, while mine is not, even though my book was written before his. And even though I included a lot of information in my book which his book does not have. My book about the Ya'juj and Ma'juj actually has a lot of references from the Quran, from the Sunnah, from the Bible, from the history, from geography, from so many different fields. And yet his book was made famous and almost no one knows about my book.